Hello everybody and welcome. Welcome today, and we're going to be looking at flower agate. And this is really special stuff. I'll see if I can show you this. Can you see that? See all the patterning on that? Isn't that amazing? Flower agate. Beautiful. It's usually found in a light pink colour with a white flower inclusions, and you've seen that. And the patterns within the flower agate are formed through crystallization, and that's within volcanic rock cavities over millions and millions of years. And these intricate formations are composed of silica, which gives the stone its characteristic translucency and its colour variations. Now, the industrial uses for agates are for high polish. It makes it ideal for leather burnishing tools. And agate powders, and they grind it and they make powders from it. It has a higher percentage of silica, which makes it suitable as an absorbent. And agate powder has been investigated and trialled as well as a soil stabilizer. It's got good nutrients in it. So for the zodiac sign for flower agate is Virgo. And the planets connected to flower agate is Earth and Venus. And the element for flower agate is Earth. Now the chakras for flower agate is the heart and the root. And for charging and cleansing, you'd use water, salt water, sun, full moon, charging stones, and sound. Sound's very important for cleansing. Whenever you want to use a crystal, bring your little bowl, your little sound bowl. It helps to cleanse it. And it's almost like when you're really tired and achy and having a hot shower and that lovely feeling, or sinking into a bath. That's how these crystals feel when they have sound, literally a sound bath. So the country of origin of this flower agate is Madagascar. And the world locations, funnily enough, is Madagascar. Just Madagascar. Isn't that amazing? Madagascar is an island off Africa, and it is unbelievably mineral rich. There are some crystals that only come from there, and this is one of them. So on the Mohs scale, it's quite hard. All agates are, and it's 7. So for your health benefits, it helps for insomnia, for your circulatory system, for your digestive system, for headaches, and for muscles. Your emotional benefits are for balance, joy, and anxiety. The metaphysical benefits are spiritual awakening, grounding, protection, spirits, awareness, and for opportunities. So I'm now going to ask this crystal whether it's male or female, saying I'm female. And it's saying, think of it, as its name suggests, as a flower, a prolific flower. And the scent that you would get from a flower is a very heady scent. Well, that's like this. So you need to use with care. It's very powerful. You can put it under your pillow. And this, it's saying to me that this will take you on a journey, whether it's astral travel, or if you have a question, particularly in your mind, and it'll take you to that place and answer you these questions, show you things that you hadn't really thought of, slightly related, but not quite your question, but slightly related, which gives you the direction that you need to be in. And on that journey, it's a journey where things unfold and show you where your path is, show you what you're requiring, what your answer is. It helps also when you are first aware of spirit knocking on your door. And you can ask spirit to use this. If you're at the start of that journey, you could ask spirit to use this. So you would buy some of this, place it by your bed, put it under your pillow. And I always call it, in my own words, I call this like the most trippy of trippy crystals, because I find it very, very trippy. And I don't mean that in a bad sense. It's just, it takes you down roads you never thought you would go. And the experience is amazing. Because we always want to play it safe. We always want everything to be chocolate box. And this crystal shows us things that we hadn't particularly thought of. In other words, it's opened doors to every opportunity and every possibility that we have ignored because we're a little bit wary. Now, if you suffer from headaches, and it's showing me a bit like migraine headaches, you could place this at the side of your head where your temple is. Depends whichever side you get headaches. So if you have headaches on this side particularly, you want to use it on this side and vice versa. But put it under your pillow and just ask it. You ask the crystal what you wish. Calm my headaches. And it's a relaxant for your muscles as well. And they're all related. Now for the way your blood travels through your body, think of it as a freight train. Blood constantly going round each vein. And it's got to be refueled on the way. So it gets some power and balance from all of our veins, from all the connections. But this is a bit like the magnet for a magnetron or a magnetic train, sorry. And this helps smooth the journey through. You can use these to scry, even though you would think you need a mirror or obsidian or a pool. You can look into these and see other worlds and see other things. So if you are spending time just studying it and looking and seeing what you see, you can use it to scry. Another one of nature's gifts. And allow this crystal to calm you. Because those of us that suffer from anxiety, it's always bubbling under the surface, and we don't acknowledge that. We know it's there, but we don't acknowledge that. And this can help to calm. And what it actually does, it shuts the anxiety door and opens up the door of frivolity, of enjoyment, passion. You know, where you get the belly laughs for no particular reason, but you just do, and it's just like you can't stop. Well, this is kind of like that. It's bringing you joy, replacing the anxiety with joy and happiness. And it's not a temporary thing. It's about making sure that this does the work for you. And then you have to keep hold of that. You let go of the anxiety, because sometimes it's the smallest of things. So these can show you that that doesn't matter. And you might see the funny side of something. And that's very, very difficult. And we use very heavy drugs to control that, beta blockers and things to control anxiety. Way, way too heavier drugs. And this will do the work for you. And you won't feel the pain from it. Because once you leave those drug interventions, once you leave them, then your body craves them. and that's not a good situation to be in. So it's like a freight train for your circulation, for your circulatory system. It clears the passage. It's like out of the way, greasing the poles so that your blood can move freely. And of course, that's how you are healthy, by having a good flow of blood. It's showing me that if you have circulatory issues with your feet, saying you raise your feet up on a stool, and if you have a sock, if you had a flat piece of flower agate, you put it in your sock below the arch of your foot and let it do its work. It might not restore your circulation, but it'll certainly help it. It'll clear any blockages. It'll help it as best as it can. It's another tool. It's another tool in the arsenal, so you don't have to have blood thinners or as many blood thinners. It's also saying that you could use it as a talisman for fertility. If you struggle with sleeping, it's quite a good crystal to have. It helps. If you are one that gets up in the night or wakes up and has these enormous long periods where you can't get to sleep, it can help with that, because usually that's an underlying anxiety issue that we aren't really recognizing or aware of. And sometimes also that can be to do with the passages of the moon and the phases of the moon, should I say. And this can help to counteract those, because we are very susceptible to the phases of the moon. And I think that's everything. So thank you, my friends. Thank you for watching. And I hope you get some beautiful, beautiful flower agate. Try and get some just like that. Isn't that fabulous? So thank you, friends. I hope you have a wonderful day and be kind to each other, and lots of love. Thank you. Bye for now.